What's up, beautiful patients? What's up, beautiful, powerful patients? This is your mental chiropractor, your girl, Tezra here. I am here to help you realign your mind. That means reclaiming your power. That means plopping yourself back down into the driver's seat of your life. Yes, indeed. And, but the only way that we could do that is if we reclaim our minds, because our minds is where the power lives. And there has been many scams, schemes, efforts of keeping our minds hijacked. So I am here to help us to realign our minds and reclaim our power. All right, so let me ask y'all a question, right? Because I'm about to call somebody out because I saw their video today. I don't know when this person posted the video, but we could see when I share it. Let me ask y'all a question. Does it chap your hide? Does it grind your gears when you come into people that you think are so genuine that you like trust them with their word? Like if they say, like, I'll help you. Like, I'm here to help people. I'm here to help people on YouTube because when I started, it was a large learning curve. And so I just want to help people. And, so if you ask me questions or whatever, like I said, that they give you the impression that they really and truly want to help you, right? Have you ever had that experience? And then you actually reach out to the person with a simple question like, hey, how do I get this effect that you have right here? Like, just simply, what platform, what software are you using? Like, that's it. Simple question. And then the person like writes you back and it's just like, very as if they're confused by the question, and perhaps it could be, but like, so like which software, like which effect? I'm like the picture-in-picture effect, like which software are you using? And then, so that question doesn't get answered. And so the person does another video where I'm going to get more into it when I pull this person's video up. And, so they're doing their shtick, right? And they're talking about other YouTubers and how disingenuous they are. So then I put the question in the chat again. I'm like, yeah, so I answered, just so you know, I did answer your last question. So then they write me back and it's something very elusive, like I'm just asking a simple question. And then the person says, well, why don't we jump on a quick Zoom call? It's probably better for me to show you. So I'm like, okay, cool. Just let me know what it works for you, because this was like a Saturday. So I was like, well, I'm either available later today or tomorrow if Sunday works for you. Never heard from the person again. All right. So who are we talking about? And this is what I'm talking about with society today, right? I can't stand it. I can't stand it. People talk all this big shit. They talk about other people and how low life these other people are and what they're doing. And, and even though they may not be doing the same exact thing that this other person is doing, but you're not being genuine yourself. You are being disingenuous because I asked you a simple question. How did you get the effect of your video? I can't even get that. I'm not asking you like any secret recipe type of questions, like your secret sauce to this, or I ain't asking you none of that. I just wanted to know how to get this effect. Really, the effect is, like if I'm about to go to a picture-in-picture now, and I just wanted to know how to remove myself, the background, so it's just me and my cutout, like this person does, because I like the effect. What's so threatening about that? Like my little ass channel, like you could see, I just made 54 subscribers. So I'm going to go over and we're going to see who it is I'm talking about. This dude. Do y'all know this dude?
It's gonna be hot. Not really an outdoor dude. Like I don't do outdoor cold or outdoor.
This is Syndicate Video Media. Now, there was another YouTuber who came after this guy. Who was that YouTuber name? I forget his name, but he has locks. And he came for him strong because I guess Derek is his name, used this guy's content that he got talking about DoorDash, because this guy right here has made a lot of money talking about DoorDash. He has dragged DoorDash every which way, up, down, turn around, and even sideways. I forgot that Missy Elliott. Was it Missy Elliott? I think it was. Oh my goodness, her name is on the tip of my tongue. Somebody actually told me I looked like her one time. I'm like, her? Mm-mm. But she's beautiful. But what was her name? Female rapper in the same school as Queen Latifah, Salt and Pepper, and she was pretty, little tomboyish. Oh my God. It'll come back to me. But anyway, shoot, why did I even try to think of her? Oh, because I was trying to think of the lyric. Okay, duh. Back on track. So, so this guy right here, Derek, he dragged DoorDash up and down and even sideways, right? Just and made bags on her because DoorDash was the easy target. She was the easy target. I mean, her scam game became very obvious, and it began to leak holes in her scam game boat. And I think that I haven't checked her content lately, but I don't think that she is doing well anymore. And I think she's actually trying to pivot from what she was doing before. But let's get back to this dude right here. So Syndicate Video Media. Now, if you see this, he has 3.7 subscribers, 45 likes. And this video in particular got 332 views. Now, that's just for shits and giggles. Let's go to his channel, and I hope y'all can see this. Okay, so now for this is 4 days ago. He was talking about, I'll share with you what he's talking about, but he's talking about some charity stuff and doing good and stuff like this. And it's only got 329 views. What you miss out when you destroy your YouTube reputation. I guess he's talking about DoorDash here, and maybe the guy Dante almost got 1,000 views 9 days ago. But look at this, when he was actually talking about DoorDash, so almost 4,000 views. And then Dante, right? That's his name. Yeah, Dante, almost 2,000, a little over 2,000 views. So whenever his content covered DoorDash, he got thousands of views. But whenever his content, well, he had to just stand on his own laurels and his own content, not involving anyone else, he hasn't broken 1,000 views, right? Look at DoorDash, 2.2, 1.8, 3,000. When it comes to his, why social, Blade, and via view stats can mislead almost 1,000. Okay, so I mean, listen, I'm not mad. I will love almost 1,000 views of either of my videos, right? But my point is, this guy seemed like he really cared about the content creators, and especially the small ones. But when I, not intentionally, but when I put his feet to the fire, you know, he kind of like gave me the runaround, like he was running around the mulberry bush, like he didn't want to answer my simple ass question. And let me show you what effect I was trying to do, y'all. Not even anything deep. Like, you know, I could figure it out myself, but the learning curve for YouTube is large enough for me. So I'm like, well, if I could get somebody to help me to lower this learning curve, that would be great. So you see here how the cutout of him right here. I'll just play a little bit of it. You see his cutout right here? That's all I was asking.
This is the same person that was.
Y'all, that's literally all I was asking. And this person did not bother. Okay, how do I get back? Did not bother to give me a straightforward answer, nor did the person bother to follow up with my question. So I want to watch a little bit of this video, just because when I was watching it, I was rather confused. I'm like, flags, donations, like what? And I'm not saying that he is as a con artist himself, but it's funny that he was dragging DoorDash for asking for money in her hard times, but I guess asking for money for donations to help causes, I guess that's acceptable. That's okay. But you got to send the money to him. That's interesting. That's pretty interesting. I thought that was pretty interesting. So this video is 12 minutes. So let's see how much of it that we can get through, because I'm actually really turned off by this guy, and he will probably lose a subscriber after I do this reaction video to how I was treated by him when I took him up on his offer to get help from a fellow YouTuber. Because that's what he was criticizing Dodash about. You know, she told y'all that she would do this for you and do that for you, and that didn't come through. None of y'all got helped. I don't know not one single person that came on here and said that they helped her or talked about her courses that she was selling. And I mean, just dragging her through the dirt. Y'all know. And I'm not going to say that Dodash was innocent, because she by far and large was not. Cool. But you can't go and drag this lady. You even dragged her looks. That's kind of shady. But anyway, you can't go and drag this lady so bad and made thousands of dollars off of her. And then when it comes to your turn to be charitable and to be helpful, like you said that's how you get down. That's what you would do. And then I asked you a question, and it was like I'm chasing you around the mulberry bush trying to get the answer. Like, I'm good now. I don't need the answer. I don't even want it. I'll continue my large learning curve, because I'll get there. I'll get to the end of the rainbow eventually. But I just want to, I just wanted to share this. I just want to call this out, because I cannot stand hypocrisy. I can't stand it. Hypocritical people, I can't do y'all. I just can't. So I have to call this out, because this is my personal experience with this person. Somebody else may have had a differing experience, and that's great for you. But for me, when I took this person up on the charge on their offer and just asked a simple question, and you duck and dodge, like I am asking for your secret sauce or your social security number. Nah, dude, I'm good. But let's watch and see what he's about.
To the channel. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day and a fantastic week so far. The Lions are playing this Sunday, and I am trying to decide if I want to go to Cincinnati. It's going to be hot. Not really an outdoor dude. Like, I don't do outdoor cold or outdoor heat. If I had to pick one, I'm going to do the heat, because the cold hurts. But 87 degrees. 87 degrees, bro. It's a little warm. That's a little warm for your boy. But anyway, so I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to go or not. Next weekend, I will be in Kansas City for 3 days for the Detroit Lions game versus the Kansas City Chiefs. But today, we're going to talk about something, man, that I am doing. Trying to do a little bit of a good deed, man. Pay it forward. And that is, I have been trying to, there's a couple things I have going on, and I mentioned it in a different video. A couple things I'm trying to do. One of them is donate some money to Cancer Awareness Month. So you can see the pink hat. I've been selling pink merchandise for the past week. It's going to be available for the month of October, and 20% of the proceeds are going to go to cancercares.org. So I'm excited about that. And I also, every now and then, man, like, I want to do a good deed. And I mean, I want to do it more than that. But so I got these flags. If anybody lives in Michigan, or Michigan, Ohio, anything like that, I think it's Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, you might be familiar with the Meijer. So I don't know, you guys in different states, you might have, like, we don't have a Quick Trip here in Michigan, as far as I know. And now I'm like, yo, I love me some Quick Trips. After taking the trips, I'm like, yo, we need one in Michigan. It's like everything in one. But so these are flags. It is a 3x5 flag, and it is for the Detroit Lions Foundation. And what this does is it says, when it's time to raise the roar this football season, Meijer and the Detroit Lions are raising the flag to fight hunger. Meijer is proud to donate all proceeds from the sale of this flag to the Detroit Lions Foundation, which will address food insecurity in communities across Michigan. Thank you for joining us. And I don't know if you guys are into sports and stuff like that, but sports reaches super far. So I have they're Lions fans, all across the state and all across the country and all across the world. I mean, from Germany, and we got a player that's half German. So his mom is German, his dad is American. And so his mom only speaks to him in German. Like she only talks to him in German. His name is Amon-Ra St. Brown. And so overseas, the NFL is starting to pick up, and the Detroit Lions in particular. So if you guys know, I have 31,000 subscribers on Lions Syndicate, and just hit 31 last weekend. So yay me. Still got 69 to go to get to the 100K plaque. So it's going to be a while. At this rate, it might take me, I think I grow about 10,000 a year. So it might take me another 5 or 6 years to reach that. But when I do get there, it's going to be fantastic. But I have a pretty decent reach. So what I decided to do just one day, I was trying to do some good, man. And I'm actually using Cash App for good. We've seen a lot of people use it for evil, but I'm using it for good. One of the ways I'm using it. And what I'm doing is I'm going to my local Myers, and in order to get this flag, you have to buy something. You have to buy something and you can get the flag. If you don't purchase anything, you can't get the flag, but you can just purchase one thing. And I actually ran it past an employee, and they let me do it. I was like, can I buy? So I bought 20 flags. I spent almost $400 on flags. And what I'm doing is I'm mailing them out to people outside of the state who want to support the cause but cannot get any of these flags themselves. So I'm not sure if you can order them off the website or anything like that.
Okay, pause. Pause. I'm sorry. What? So you want me, because these flags are so special, are so much in demand, or such a commodity, that I'm going to Cash App you money, where he says that you pay for the shipping and you pay for something else, and then I'm going to send you the flag. Okay. Well, if people want to donate to Michigan, to the state of Michigan, to fight food insecurity, why don't they just go to the website? Like, these flags seem dumb as hell. And forgive me if it is a heartfelt, genuine gesture, but right here, oh, sorry, y'all. I was talking that entire time. I forgot to transition my screen. Lord DB. Anyway, so this flag, I didn't understand what was. It'd be loud outside. I didn't understand what was so special about this flag. And I guess maybe you have to be a Michigan fan. So if somebody internationally wants this flag, I don't know how much you have to donate in order to get a flag. But if somebody internationally wants this flag, it's going to take more to ship it to them than what they donated to you. Because you said that you have a far reach. So I was just confused. One, this kind of caught me a little bit. Like, what about this flag? Like, huh? So let's continue to watch, and maybe I will gain clarity the second time around.
But and what they're doing is they'll Zelle me the money. They're paying for shipping, they're paying for packaging and all that stuff. It's stuff I already had from stuff that I'm already selling. But I just decided, I want to do a good deed, right? And I have this platform, and I want to be able to reach people with. I want to be able to impact somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you got the Lions games, and you got people, you go and I get recognized, stuff like that, and people want to take.
So let me go back to the screen. So help me with this, y'all. Okay, you got to pay for the packaging and you got to pay for the shipping. how is he going to tell you, or how are you going to verify how much of your donation money that was actually sent to this organization? So now he's actually raising money for two causes, right? For the Cancer Awareness Month. Oh, but you buy the hat. I think that the hat is on his website. Y'all smell bullshit. Sorry, not sorry. I smell bullshit. And then the second one is this calls for help to control the insecurity, food insecurity in the state of Michigan. So who holds you accountable? Where can they see how much money actually went towards the donation as opposed to the packaging and the shipping? That's what I would want to know if you trying to get my dollars. It smells like a little Umar. You been watching Umar? You been watching Jermaine Johnson? You been watching Lennon Honor? Because Lennon Honor is on Umar's neck like you was on Dodash's neck, except for Lennon Honor has a much more preponderant channel than yours. No shade. I'm not trying to be shady, but Lennon Honor is pretty much up there because he is an Umarian. No, he's an Umarologist. Lennon Honor is an Umarologist. So, but yeah. Anyway, let me go back. Let me go back and let's continue. But I smell shit.
Take pictures, but which is weird and cool at the same time. But I'm like, you know, YouTube gives you so many things if you have reach and you have influence, can you use it for good? I hate the term influencer, but it's true. I mean, you can, from good to bad, man, you can influence people to do good or bad, right? A lot of people believe words in like there's somebody out there that's believing every word that I'm saying with no research, with no question. They just believe what I say. And other people, you know, it's I don't like the term, but it's true. I have the power to influence people to do certain things, which is that it can be used for good or bad. And so the people are paying me through Cash App or whatever, or Zelle, Venmo.
That person that went after him, y'all, that person who went after him, it just came to me. I think that person was Ringo TV. Ringo TV, y'all, I think he went after Derek so hard and so ferociously that I didn't see a response from Derek at Syndicate Video Media. But Ringo was not playing. He was not. I was scared. I was like, damn, I didn't even do it. That's the person. His name was Ringo TV, that called him out.
Venmo is super popular. Like, I don't have Venmo. I don't really use Cash App that often.
Okay, now this part right here, spoiler alert, this kind of like was another flag for me. Those flags should have been red. You should have been red. I wish they were red, because this all little spill right here. You know how when a person is lying, they go in way too much detail about things, or they give you way too much information about it, trying to convince you of something. That's what this gave me. This was giving, you're trying to become across too authentic and too genuine and too truthful and too honest. Listen. Okay. You know what?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel.
Y'all gonna stop playing with me. For real.
Fantastic week so far. For the Detroit Lions game versus the Kansas Cancer Awareness Month. So you can,
sorry, y'all gotta bear with me.
Like, we don't have a quick trip here, which will address food across the country and all across the world. I mean, from
sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
NFL is starting to pick up, and the Detroit Lions in particular. So, if you guys know, I have 31,000 subscribers on Lions Syndicate, and just hit 30 decent reach. So, what I decided to do just one day, always trying to do some good, man. And I'm actually using Cash App for good. We've seen a lot of people use it for evil, but
He talking about DoorDash. That was a DoorDash dig.
I'm using it for
Oh, and it also could have been an Umar, but I don't know if he's on the Umar tract, but definitely DoorDash. Okay.
good. One of the ways I'm using it, and what I'm doing is I'm going to my local Myers, and in order to get this flag, you have to buy something. You have to buy something, and you can get the flag. If you don't purchase anything, you can't get the flag, but you can just purchase one thing. And I actually ran it past an employee.
I know we heard this already.
They let me do it. I was like, can I buy? So I bought 20 flags. I spent almost $400 on flags. And what I'm doing is I'm mailing them out to people outside of the state who want to support the cause but cannot get any of these flags themselves. So I'm not sure if you can order them off the website or anything like that, but and what they're doing is they'll Zelle me the money. You know, they're paying for shipping, they're paying for packaging and all that stuff. It's stuff I already had from stuff that I'm already selling, but I just decided, I want to do a good deed, right? And I have this platform and I want to be able to reach people with. I want to be able to impact somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you got the Lions games and you got people, you go and I get recognized and stuff like that, and people want to take pictures, but which is weird and cool at the same time. But I'm like, YouTube gives you so many things if you have reach and you have influence, can you use it for good? I hate the term influencer, but it's true. I mean, you can, from good to bad, man, you can influence people to do good or bad, right? A lot of people believe words. Like there's somebody out there that's believing every word that I'm saying with no research, with no question. They just believe what I say. And other people, I don't like the term, but it's true. I have the power to influence people to do certain things, which is that it can be used for good or bad. And so the people are paying me through Cash App or whatever, or Zelle, Venmo. Venmo is super popular. Like, I don't have Venmo. I don't really use Cash App that often. My family and I will Zelle each other. If me and my wife have to send some information or send some money, we'll Zelle each other. But like my mom is old school. So my mom is like, drive to your house and give you the money. She doesn't use Zelle, but can we Zelle her? No, we can't Zelle her. But so what she does is she'll send money to my sister's account through transfer, right? But then my sister will Zelle me the money or.
Okay, stop. If your mom can wire transfer money to your sister, why couldn't she wire transfer money to you? Make it make sense for me, please. Please make that make sense for me. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to just humor him by listening to this whole little rant tangent about his mother and Zelling and Venmoing, and just listen.
Something like that. So my mom is old. She like super old school, man. But so it's either those are the two ways that people, or PayPal. There's somebody that I have a PayPal too, because when I make certain transactions or some of the affiliate links that I have of products that I like to push, they'll pay me through PayPal. But it's like, you got this platform, and what can I use it for outside of making videos? What can I use it for? And one of the things that, like, I've never had cancer. Nobody in my family, immediate family, has been impacted by cancer or directly had cancer. And just a note to all my fellas out there, if you're over 40, 45, go get your prostate checked. Like, I know this is like a PSA, but I've actually had to schedule my appointment as well. I know that's way too much information, ladies, I'm sorry. But it's something that I've been thinking about, and I've always wanted to try to do more good. And YouTube they have different foundations that are built in. So for instance, once you hit 10,000, you get the fundraiser ability on your chat, on your live streams. You actually get them on your videos as well. I don't know. I think it does hover around about 10,000. And if you get what you can do is, like, you can make a video that's fundraiser, or you can do a live stream that's a fundraiser. And what I do is I do live streams. Like, when I'm not going to the games, I'll live stream the game. So it'll be not the actual game, because I can't show the NFL.
Yeah, I'm
games,
sorry.
But I'll live stream. We'll do a watch party. So
I'm sorry. Let me fast forward this, because I don't care about nothing he's talking about right now. Just the fact that he's just really promoting doing good and wanting you to cash out Brazil for this flag, but there's no accountability for how the funds are being used, and then the fact that he couldn't simply answer my question about a feature of how he did something. I'm over it. But hold on.
Watch the game and people watch it with me, and the are going to mention them. And there are so many good things. There are so many ways that they could have done, and good things that they could have
He's
done.
talking about DoorDash. He's talking about DoorDash right here. Let's see what he said.
Or refer, or everything is about money. That's why I try. I was telling y'all, the super chat goes to whatever fundraiser you choose. So it does take some money away from me, but not everything is about money. That's why I try. I was telling y'all, it is a lot of ways to be blessed, for lack of a better term. I mean, that's probably the best term I could use, but it's a lot of ways to come up. I legitimately try to make videos where I don't mention or refer or even allude to particular creators, but because of the impact that they've had on this platform in the Black community in the past year, it's almost inevitable that you're going to mention them. And there are so many good things. There are so many ways that they could have done, and good things that they could have done, and for others.
I mean, hold up. Not for nothing, though. She did inadvertently do some good things because you got bags from her. You paid a couple of bills. You sponsored a couple of football trips on her. So inadvertently, there was some good things that came out of DoorDash. You try not to mention her name now, but, don't act like you ain't eat off of her, because you did. Rightfully so. But you did. You did, dude.
Even themselves.
Let me see. I'm over it.
And that's what I'm trying to do. So this is only the beginning. This is my 4th year on Lion Syndicate. And I miss it.
Because there's
nothing
really...
saying? That's the kind of heat that I like. That's that heat where you're just sitting there and getting baked by the sun.
Sorry, y'all. I'm done. Because I don't think he was talking about anything of significance. Nothing to help anybody grow. Not that it has to be about that, but I just came on here to say, dude, you had a supporter, and just like DoorDash, you lost a supporter. Because what I am seeing in my experience with your whole channel and your whole brand and your whole speech about I'm here to help people and all this kind of stuff, and I couldn't get a simple question answered. What a dud. All right, y'all. That's it for me. So until next time, make sure that you check in by subscribing, and make sure that you also book your next appointment. That means hit that notification bell so when we have another video, you will be notified. All right, y'all. Peace and stay empowered.